Conventional power sources are those which are commonly used for producing electricity. The two main conventional sources of power are firewood and fossil fuels. But there is another conventional source of power which is, unlike coal and fossil fuels, renewable and inexhaustible source of energy, even though being a conventional source of energy. Yes, it is the hydel power or the hydroelectric power. It is generated from falling water. The falling water rotates the turbines to produce electricity. Like the other renewable sources of energy, hydel power is also one of the cheapest sources of power and therefore has great demand in industries. Hydel power is used more in industries than in domestic areas. Like the aluminium plants use huge amount of hydroelectric power, being a power intensive industry. Hydel power, like solar and wind energy, can produce more electricity than thermal power and help us to fulfill our daily electricity needs, like providing electricity to run the electric appliances. This also can be used in agriculture and transportation. But recently, only 13% of our demands are fulfilled by hydropower and other renewable sources of energy. Hydropower has many advantages, which includes its unlimited resource or on excessive usage. It does not gets depleted from the surface of the earth and can be reused again. On the other hand, coal, mineral oil, natural gas, uranium, and thorium, etc., are exhaustible sources of energy or fund energy resources and are prone to depletion due to continuous exploitation. Cost of production is less, although at the initial stage the cost incurred for setting up a hydropower plant is more. The recurring expenditure is less and is thus economical in the long run, unlike other sources of power. 3. Environmental friendly. Since no smoke or dust generates its production, unlike thermal electricity, which generates more and more carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. Hydroelectricity generates more heat as compared to coal and mineral oil resources, and such hydel plants are constructed near to those industries which require more energy and heat. For example, aluminium smelting industry can easily be transported through transmission lines from one place to another, whereas in case of coal and mineral oils, vehicles are used or pipelines are constructed which are expensive as well, requires less labor as compared to coal and mineral oil, where large number labors are required at every stage of production. Hydroelectricity requires minimum labor force. Various economic benefit. Multiple benefits are derived from hydel projects, for example, irrigation, flood control, fisheries or pisciculture, transport, etc. So we can see that hydropower has many advantages and merits, but it also has many disadvantages, which are as follows. Establishment of hydel project near the source. Hydel project has to be established at or very near the source of swift flowing rivers, whereas raw materials for other sources of power can be transported, cannot be stored. There is no scope for storage. Huge capital investment and lack of developed technology. Developing and underdeveloped countries cannot meet the huge capital and technological demands. Loss of biodiversity. Since Dams have to be constructed across the rivers and reservoirs for have to be constructed. Large tracts of land are lost, thereby resulting in destruction of forest and vegetative cover and biodiversity. Problem of rehabilitation: since many people lose their land and property, it becomes very difficult to provide them shelter, homes, as well as means of livelihood for survival. But despite all its demerits, hydropower has great possibilities in the near future. Researchers have been doing extensive research to solve its defects and establish it as one of the most popular renewable sources of energy, which can be easily transportable and easily used by the normal power. Summarizing what we have discussed till now, what are your views about hydropower? Share with us in the comment box.